I've been using this lens for a couple of years now. It's quite popular and many people are enjoying it. In this video, you will understand why this lens is so desired. I will tell you the pros and cons that it brings. So, I'm not gonna point out all the good things. I will also cover some bad things. Let's start with the pros. This is one of the smallest lenses Canon ever made. I believe it is actually the smallest. When you mount it on a camera, only 2.3 centimeters will stick out. Weighing just 105 grams, it almost feels like you don't have a lens mounted. This is a big benefit. Everybody wants portability nowadays, and the 22mm is one of the smallest options out there. If you own this lens, you will be less hesitant next time you go out. You will grab a camera once it easily fits in the palm of your hand. Second pro, the low price. Camera stores recently reduced the price of this lens. You can buy a brand new 22mm for $200 US. If you can find a used copy, of course, the price goes even lower, maybe even 50% lower. That's a good deal for ultra portability. But is this lens worth it? Definitely, the focal length is good. 22mm gives you a wide angle, versatile, good in tight spaces. It also gives a natural look to your photos. What this lens sees is pretty close with what we see with the naked eye. On top of that, the full frame equivalent of this lens is exactly 35mm, a heavily used focal length for street photography. You can even use it for portraits or landscapes. When you combine that wide angle with the f2 aperture opening, you get quite a capable lens for most situations. For example, in poor lighting conditions, the 22mm will save the situation. The fifth good thing, it is excellent for close-ups. With this prime lens, you can stay near your subject. It can focus at a minimum distance of just 15 centimeters. Most of the products from my vlogs were filmed using the 22mm. The wide angle combined with the short focusing distance make it a great lens for close-ups, videos, and photos. But a good close-up shot is ruined if the subject is distorted. Luckily, this prime lens doesn't create distortions, and here we have the sixth pro. Look at this test photo that I made. Canon did a good job here. The lines are nice and straight. So don't worry, your photos and videos will have a natural, undistorted look. When it comes to sharpness, this lens is quite good. At least in the middle of the image, you'll have excellent sharpness already at f2. If you want to use the minimum focusing distance, you'll have amazing results already at f2.8. As a last benefit, I just want to say this. It makes you a better photographer. The wide angle determines you to find the best framing. On top of that, a prime lens forces you to walk more. You cannot zoom in. You'll change your position more often. That requires effort. But only with effort we improve our skills. It's a light lens, but it builds up muscles. Now, the bad things. This lens will not work on other cameras. Also, there is no adapter that can make it work on a DSLR or another mirrorless camera. This pancake lens will only function on Canon's EOS M cameras, like the M50 or the M6 Mark II. The second con is about vignetting. It has a terrible performance in the corners. They are very dark at the widest apertures. Fortunately, you can use the in-camera peripheral illumination correction. If you want bright corners, you'll always have to keep that correction turned on. Other than this, there are no major issues. The Canon 22mm f2 is probably the most important lens that you can purchase for your EOS M camera. It's small, lightweight, you can always have it with you, and it brings so many benefits. I'm curious, what is your opinion about this lens? Write in the comments section. Also, I will make more videos like this one, so consider subscribing. See you on the next one.